Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Inshallah, we will be starting our dars now. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. Inshallah, from today we will be starting our dars or lecture on the third verse of Surah Al-Baqra, chapter 2, verse number 3. ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. So the literal translation of this verse is, this is a perfect book. There is no doubt in it. It is a guidance for the righteous. So ذَلِكَ, this is Al-Kitab, a perfect book or the book. La raiba, there is no doubt. Fihi, in it. Hudan, Hudan is masdar for guidance. Hidayah, ihdina. We already studied ihdina in Surah Al-Fatiha. So masdar means um, the infinite tense of ihdina is Hudan. Okay, Huda, Hudan lil muttaqin. It is guidance li for al muttaqin, those who have taqwa, those who do taqwa. Lil muttaqin, for the righteous. In English, we can translate it for the righteous. So again, the word by word translation, ذَلِكَ, this is or that is. I will explain why this or that. I will explain in tafsir, inshallah. So in Jamaat literature, the translation is ذَلِكَ, this is. But actual word by word translation will be that is. ذَلِكَ, that is or this is. Al-Kitab, the book, meaning the perfect book. La is for negation, negative. La raiba, there is no doubt. Fihi, in it. Hudan, it is guidance, or Hudan means the guidance. Li, for al-muttaqin, the righteous. Now, if anyone has their Quran open, they will notice that there are 3 dots, like in Tha, before and after Fihi. Okay, we call this mu'anaka in the reading of the Holy Quran. The meaning is, whenever these dots appear, they always appear in pairs. So 3 dots, like in the letter Tha, if you open your Quran, you will see it. There is one right before Fihi, one right after Fihi. So these are called mu'anaka, and the meaning is that they always appear in pair, meaning there are always 2 of them. And the meaning in tajweed is you can either stop at the first one or the second one, preferably not at both. Okay, but you should stop at one of them. So we can read this verse as ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ, or we can read it ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Both are correct. So we can understand these 3 dots almost like a comma in English language. So when you have a comma, you stop there. So we can read it as ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ, or we can read it ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Both are correct. The purpose of that is it gives us 2 different understanding of the ayah. If we read the ayah ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ, it will mean this is the perfect book, there is no doubt in it, meaning there is no doubt in the book, right? Or if we read ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ, no doubt this is the book. You see how the meaning change? If I read it ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ فِيهِ, it will mean this is the book, there is no doubt in it. So this is the perfect, there is no, you will not find any doubt in this book. Or we can read it that ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ لَا رَيْبَ, this is the book, no doubt this is the book. Okay? فِيهِ هُدًى لِلْمُتَّقِينَ, in it is guidance for the believer, for the righteous. So both meanings are correct and both give us a different perspective about this ayah. Inshallah, we will do this. We will study this tafsir after the important words. Okay? So again, ذَلِكَ, this is or that is, Al-Kitab, the book or the perfect book, La Raib, no doubt, Fihi, in it, Hudan, guidance, Lil-Muttaqeen, for the righteous. Now, as is the practice of Sayyidina Muslim Maud radiallahu ta'ala anhu, was Khalifa al-Masih Sani, he first translates the difficult words of the ayah. So the first word in this ayah is Zalika. So Zalika is, we call it Ism Ishara Ba'id in Arabic grammar, meaning it is a noun which is used to point at something which is far away. So we can translate, it is translating, the main meaning of this is in Arabic language is that. In English, if we literally translate Zalika, is some ishara ba'id, to point something which is far away. Can you bring me that book? So if me and you are sitting in a room and there is a book far away, a little bit far away from me, I can say, can you bring me that book? That will be Zalika. Okay? If something which is close to me, I can say, can you give me this book, which is right in between of us, which is close to you? So we will say that is Ism Ishara Qareeb. So for Ba'id is that or this. So the actual meaning of Dhalika is that. Okay? But sometimes in Arabic language, it is also used in the meaning of this. Okay? Even though the literal translation of Dhalika is that, but it can sometimes be used in the meaning of this. Meaning it is used sometimes to point at something far away. But instead of saying that thing, we can also say this thing. Whenever Dhalika is used for something which is close to us, it is used to highlight the high status and the honorific place of that certain thing. Meaning, we can use Dhalika, which is used to point at things which are far away, for something which is close to us also, but it will have, the meaning will change to an honorific, that we are giving honor to that thing by using it in the Ism Ishara Ba'id instead of Qareeb. Okay? I hope I was able to explain this. In the 5-volume commentary, it is written, the word is primarily used in the sense of that, but it is also sometimes used in the sense of this. This is written in Akrab. Here it is used to denote that the book, as it were, is removed from the reader in eminence and loftiness of merit. This is written in Fathul Bayan, that in the Tafsir Fathul Bayan it is mentioned that the reason Allah Ta'ala uses Zalik al-Kitab, even though you are holding the book in your hand. So it should not be Zalik al-Kitab, because it is not something far away from you. It is not that book, it is this book, because you're already reading it. But Allah uses Zalik al-Kitab, Ism Ishara Ba'id, to point to the high station, honorific, eminence, loftiness of the Quran. Okay. Second word is Al-Kitab. Al-Kitab starts with the letter Alif Lam. If you remember in Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, when I was doing translation of Alhamdulillah, I said that Alif Lam is called Al-Tarif, meaning it makes common sense, common noun into proper noun. It is a definite article, like the article the or da in the English language. So a book, I can say a book, or I can say the book, because I'm holding the book in my hand. So I have made it into a proper noun. So we call it al-tarif, meaning alif lam, which makes nakra into marifa, meaning common sense into common noun into proper noun. Okay. Hazrat Muslim Maud in Tafsir Kabir has done very interesting breakdown of this alif lam. Hazrat Muslim Maud says al-tarif is sometimes difficult to translate, so let me just explain what he's saying instead of translating word by word. Let me read first the 5-volume commentary, and then I will explain to you. It says alif lam, meaning perfect. It is a definite article, like the in the English language, is used to denote a definite object known to the hearer or reader. In this sense, the words ذَلِكَ الْكِتَابُ would mean this is the book or this is that book. The article alif lam is also used to denote a species in its totality or the properties of an individual in their totality. I will give example of this. This is a summary of what Hazrat Muslim Maud has written. It is also used to denote the combination of all attributes in one individual, etc. etc. Now let me give the example that Hazrat Muslim Maud has given to try to explain this better. So sometimes we use alif lam, we put alif lam before something uh, to mention something which is in our mind, something that is not present in front of us. Hazur uses the word uh, huzuri versus zikri and zehni. Huzuri means something which is in present, which is in front of you. So if I can say the book, so this book is in front of us. So I can say I am holding the book in my hand. So this is alif lam huduri, meaning something that is in front of you. So this book became proper noun because it is in front of us. That is one purpose of alif lam, al-kitab. So I can say this is al-kitab because I'm holding this book. You will not think that al-kitab means Holy Quran because I'm holding the book in front of us. That is one meaning. Another meaning is we are not holding something in front of us, but we are talking about something and we both have that thing in our mind. That has the Muslim who calls in Urdu dhikri or zehni, meaning something which is being discussed among us or something which is in our mind. For example, I say, in Sahih al-Bukhari, there are many ahadiths. So first I say the name Sahih al-Bukhari. After that, I do not have to say the name. I can say al-Kitab. In al-Kitab, it is written, this hadith is written. Now, even though al-Kitab is not in front of us, but because we both of us are talking about Sahih al-Bukhari, al-Kitab will mean Sahih al-Bukhari because both of us have the same book in our mind. So when we put the article the before book or when we put alif lam before the book, it will mean something that is both of us have in our mind. Both of us are talking about. So sometimes it alif lam makes something proper noun because it is in front of us. Sometimes it makes something proper noun because we are talking about it. Okay. Then Hazrat Muslim Maud says another form of alif lam is called alif lam jins. So, for example, in the Holy Quran, it says "Khuliqal insanu da'ifa." The man is created weak. So, al-insan is used. Khuliqal insanu da'ifa. Al-insan is created weak. So here alif lam is used jinsi istaghraqi. Alif lam al-istighraq, we call it. Meaning it encompasses all the type, all the all of that species, all of that type by using alif lam. So if I say khulika insanu da'ifa, it has a different meaning. But if I say khulika insanu da'ifa, it will mean all human beings, no matter who it is, has been created weak. So by putting alif lam before something, we include all of that type into that sometimes. So we have to see what alif lam being used. So this is important to understand, somewhat important, because when we do tafsir, Hazrat Muslim will give different meaning of the ayah based on the different usage of alif lam. Okay, so the third type, one type I've mentioned, it is something that is in front of us. This book is in front of us, so we can call it al-kitab. Sometimes we are talking about a book which is both of us are discussing. So even though that book is not in front of us, but we can call it al-kitab. The third meaning is alif lam is used to incorporate everything of that kind in that by putting alif lam before it. So khuliqal insanu da'ifa, all men are created equal, even though there is no word that says all. But we know it is talking about all men, because all human beings, not men, all human beings are created weak. How do we know this? Because Allah Ta'ala added alif lam before this. Okay. Sometimes this istighraq is not, this is called istighraq hakiki. Hakikiya. There is another istighraq which is majaz. Okay. That is, for example, we say, Anta Rajul, you are the man. We say it in English also, man, you are the man. It does not mean that he is the only man and there is no man other than him. What it means is that all the qualities of a real man is found in that person. Right? So sometimes it is not hakiki. It does not do istidrak al hakiki. It does not mean that you are all of the men combined. What it means is that the real qualities of all men are found in you. Anta rajul. You are the man. Right? So by putting alif lam before rajul, which means man, it means that you all the qualities of uh, a real man are found in you, meaning chivalry, etc., etc. Whatever the person has in mind, that is found in that person. Okay. Sometimes, for another example, as a Muslim always given, al insanu afdalu min al haywan, that the man, the human being, is better than haywan, better than animal. It does not mean that. What it means is that according to the hakika of the man, according to the true essence of a human being, human beings are created better than other animals. Why? Because of their uh, internal qualities, right? So these are the different types of usage of alif lam that we find in the Arabic language. Quick review: alif lam is used to talk about something which is in front of us. Al kitab, this is the book which is in front of you. Dhalik al kitabu, that is the book. So instead of saying that is the book, this is the book. The book you're holding in your hand, this is the book. La raiba fihi. There is no doubt in it. Okay. Another meaning of this is the first meaning. Second meaning of alif lam is that the book that we have in your mind, as we will do the tafsir later, what book is being discussed. The book that we all have in our mind, this is that book. So just to give you a quick, what that means is, so if a Jewish person or a Christian person is reading this book, in their scriptures it is written that a perfect book will be brought later on. For example, Jesus said, I have yet many things to say, but you cannot bear them now. But when the Spirit of the truth comes, He will guide you to all truth. So this is that book that you are waiting for. So it is not referring to the book in hand, but the book that is in your mind. That the perfect book that is prophesied by the previous scriptures. This is that book. La raiba fi. There is no doubt in it. Okay? The second meaning of Alif Lam. Third meaning of Alif Lam is it incorporates everything of that kind. Right? So for example, we say Khuliqal insanu da'ifa, all men are created weak. Number four, it is that uh, majaz, meaning metaphorically. Everything is included in this. Anta rajul, meaning all the qualities that are found in various people, various men, they're found individually in you. So even though you in yourself is not equal to all the men in the world, but you have all the qualities of all the different men within you. And the last one, it refers to the hakika of something. Al-Kitab, this is the real book. If when whatever is the real meaning of the word kitab, it is found in this book. Okay, so these are the different meaning of alif lam. Lastly, we will do one more word and then we can do the rest tomorrow. That is kitab. Kitab is from dhalikal kitabu. So al kitab. What is kitab? Alif lam is definite article. What is the meaning of kitab? Kitab literally means is from the root word of kataba, which means to write something. Also, it means to make something obligatory. Kutiba alaykum siyam. Right? In our lecture yesterday, we studied Kutiba alaykum siyam. That, O believers, ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kutiba alaykum siyam. Same root word. That fasting has been made compulsory upon you. So kataba has the meaning to write something. It also has the meaning of to make something compulsory. Similarly, anything which is compiled into a book form, not written but also compiled. Whenever written things are compiled together, they are called book. Whenever compiled things are broken down into chapters, they are also found. So these are the different meaning of the word kitab that we find in the Arabic language. Okay, so whenever different written things are combined together in one volume, we call it kitab. Okay, whenever anything that is combined into separate chapters, we can call it kitab. Another meaning is whenever Allah, the third meaning I've already given, whenever kitab is also something that is made compulsory. So if fasting has been made compulsory upon us, so it is also another meaning of kitab. Another meaning is decision. So when Allah decides something, we can use the word kataba for that also. Okay. Similarly, not only written thing, even spoken word can sometimes be called kitab. Number six, letter. This numbering I'm doing myself. Sometimes letter that you write to something, to someone. even though it's one page of piece of paper. On a postcard, you write a note and you send it to someone. In Arabic language, that is also called kitab. So according to these different meanings, Hazrat Muslim Maud says all of these meanings apply to the Holy Quran. For example, sometimes it is the Holy Quran is called Al-Kitab because it contains various commandments of Allah. Do this, don't do this. That is one reason the Holy Quran is called Al-Kitab. Another reason it is called Al-Kitab is because it creates the wahi of Allah, the revelation of Allah. That is, sorry, one of the meaning I forgot to tell you. The general wahi, general revelation from God is also sometimes called Kitab. So it is called because of that. So as a Muslim, Radiallahu differentiating between that, he said the revelation of Allah, whether it is compiled in a book form or it is not compiled in a book form, whether it is written or not written, can be called kitab sometimes. So you can call kitab to the books that were not written, the revelation that were received by previous prophet. In one sense, they can also be called kitab according to Arabic language. Okay. So inshallah, tomorrow we will do the word by word definition of the other words like raib. We will start with raib, fihi, hudan, al-muttaqin. So we will do this tomorrow, inshallah. May Allah Ta'ala enable us to take full benefit from the study of the Holy Quran. Ameen. Inshallah, I think Ramadan will be starting tomorrow. So today is the 12th already in the Philippines. So inshallah on the 13th, the month of Ramadan will be starting. So again, may Allah Ta'ala make this Ramadan a source of blessing for all of us individually and also for us min haythul jamaat, meaning as a group also, as jamaat also. May Allah Ta'ala make this month of Ramadan a source of blessing for all of us. Ameen. Jazakumullahu ta'ala hasan al-jazaa. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد وبارك وسلم إنك حميد مجيد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.